Good evening, race fans, and welcome to round number 1 of the CaseKing.de Pro Series Season 18. Oh yes, it all kicks off again tonight. We are here for one of 2 single make rounds of the season. Can't wait to get this one out. It's the Ginettas. We've got the GT4s and they are running at the Nürburgring, and I say running, should maybe say sailing. Good evening everyone, my name is John Wright, aka Double O Raven. It is my utmost pleasure to be bringing you the launch of Season 18 in the CaseKing.de Pro Series. As you can see, it is quite the calendar the drivers have ahead of them. Not only do we have 2 single make rounds, we have 3 double headers for the drivers as well, and they're not taking it easy on the track selections. We're going to start tonight with the Nürburgring Bathurst next week, and then it is Paul Ricard for the double header. Round 2 we'll see the top 15 reverse. That will be the same for all of the double header rounds. Kyalami, oh yes, round number 4. Then Barcelona, good return, love that track. With Monza, another double header for round number 6. That's the 15th of May, and then it will be the second of our single make events. It's the Porsche Cup Car at Watkins Glen for round number 7. We'll see if it's lucky number 7 for many of the drivers. We've got Silverstone for round 8, double header at Imola, again top 15 reverse. We've got Suzuka, the Nordschleife, and we are finishing off at my beloved Spa, again a double header with the top 15 reversed in the grid, and again absolutely phenomenal prizes up for grabs. So huge thanks once again to all the sponsors, especially CaseKing.de. I'm sure there is discount codes in the chat, so make sure you jump on over there and help support an organisation which wholeheartedly supports our beloved sim racing. But the prizes, at 3rd place we'll get the Moza CRP2 pedals with M booster. There will be a new NLR rig from Next Level Racing for 2nd place, and for 1st place I almost want to hang up the microphone and pull out the steering wheel. The winner of the series will take home, thanks to Case King, a Simucube Active Pedal Pro. That's right, one of the new all-singing, all-dancing pedals will be up for grabs for one of our lucky drivers. It is the start of Season 18, which we know can mean only one thing. Brand new Endurance Series as well. ACC Drive Endurance Series will kick off on the 13th of April, and of course, most importantly, race room integration. That's right, the best looking, sounding and feeling sim on the market, I'm only slightly biased, has been integrated into LFM. You can now get signed up and get your ratings up and enjoy some phenomenal racing on race room, with a mouth-watering calendar coming up and a good wide variety. No F4s though, Boris. We need to sort that out a bit. AMS2, of course, well covered once again, with some incredible tracks and car combinations, as you would expect. Lots to come on AMS2. The LMFSA series as well will continue with the multi-class LMDHs and the Gen 2 GT3s. We've got ACC well and truly covered as well, of course. The GT3 and Rookie Series Endurance Multi-Class has another incredible calendar. Starting off at Watkins Glen, we've got the Rookie Sprint as well. Another absolute lineup of the gods. The Duo Cup is returning. The Nürburgring, Suzuka, Barcelona, the Red Bull Ring, Kyalami and Silverstone, all up for grabs. The GT4s and the GT3 and GT4 Multi-Class Series, of course, making their return, and the Porsche Cup and M2 Series as well. And AC, one of the most popular sims out there. Pretty decent force feedback on there, it's safe to say. Well, it's safe to say your driving needs are more than covered on there as well. So if it is a Seto Corsa that floats your boat, and yes, I'm going to be using a lot of water analogies this evening, because it is a very soggy Nürburgring out there tonight. But yeah, Seto Corsa well and truly covered over the season as well. But it is, of course, the Case King Pro Series we are here for this evening. As we've seen, we've got quite the calendar, we've got quite the lineup of drivers as well. This is going to be incredible, even with the absolutely soaking conditions. The times at the minute in the practice session are pretty close. There is one notable exception to that. Someone has managed to separate themselves from the rest of the field by 0.6 of a second. No surprising that would be Tobias Grunwald, who's going pretty quickly at the moment. We've got quite the lineup though. Delfan, Stevenrauch, Seminara's in here, Kalashnikov, O'Sullivan is back after a phenomenal season 17, Boothby, Tadai, Silviero, Vasner is out, Godowski, Wilhelms, Polyakov. Tell you, Polyakov could seriously be one to watch. Where is my control gone? There we go. Because seriously, we want to watch. He is a bit of a GT4 master, it is more than safe to say. Sir Foch is joining us this evening as well. We've got Tinko van der Velde out tonight, as well as Timur Rakhmetov. We'll of course see them all out in qualifying in a few moments. Just a few drivers still out on track. The session will tick over, and we will see them in the rain. About a minute left to go. Hopefully everyone doing well in the chat. We do have the joint chat as well between here and the German channel, so welcome aboard to everyone that is in here. Good to see you all. We've got a follow from Mars J95. Thank you very much for jumping on the LFM bandwagon. In fact, yes, there is yeah, that's 10. There's also, yeah, there's a 10% off voucher there, or link there for 10% off the Go setups, so make sure you jump on that. Another link for that in the chat as well, and the Patreon page is there as well. 15 minutes of qualifying for the drivers. Let's jump over and have a look at the cars, if I can make this work. Here we go. Are up and running, and as you can see, I absolutely was not kidding about the rain that we're seeing out on track. I'm not quite sure how they're getting away with calling that wet and not flooded. There doesn't seem to be a part of the track that doesn't have some kind of standing water. I mean, yep, I'm just going to sit here in slack-jawed amazement at how much steering has gone in there. The control on the accelerator for the drivers at the minute is going to have to be absolutely on point. And it's going to be a tough race. Of course, there will be one mandatory pit stop for the drivers to navigate as well. And we did see in Season 7 just how important that was. No return from the champion, Castorino. Not racing this evening. There is a few drop rounds the drivers can take advantage of. That'll be the one good thing about these conditions actually. We won't see many of the drivers bunching up quite so much in the oh well, yeah, no. My apologies, I've spoken far too soon there. Yep, they're all queuing up out of the last corner. Oh, he's not using on board. Let's see if we can find someone with the window wipers on. There we go. Mr. Boothby. We're finally in a car that's got the steering wheel on the correct side. And you can see just how much effort is being put in. This is into the Mercedes arena. Out of turn 3. We'll stay with an onboard lap. We've got 12 minutes left of the qualifying session, so plenty of time left on the clock, but you're going to have to absolutely maximise it if you're going to find yourself with any type of qualifying time at all. In fact, yeah, I can see why the track isn't graded as flooded yet. From on board you can see there is a a line where the cars are running. It might dry up a little bit with the number of them that are running out on track, but we've got yellow flags all over the place, 3 or 4 of them at the minute between the 37 drivers. Through the hairpin we're going up towards the Schumacher S, an entirely different affair in the wet than it is in the dry. One of the greatest increases in elevation over the course. Then of course we're going to go down through Ad Van Bogen, the biggest dip that you see in the course. And again, Ad Van Bogen could be an interesting one in these cars. I hope you can all hear that at home as well. The car's absolutely splashing through the puddles. Let's just fix that volume, there we go. Yeah, so here we go, down through Ad Van Bogen. Having to use all of the track there, right on the west of. Yeah, anyone going side by side through there is really going to, one of them is going to compromise their way on the exit and through the ENG chicane. An absolute wrestling match in the Ginettas at the moment. Round the last corner comes Boothby. This will be his first attempt at a flying lap. We've seen a few laps coming in, but that isn't on board what the drivers have got to deal with at the moment. Oh, and it is in fact Boothby. Sorry, Boothby, first one. He is the first one across the line, and he's taken pole with a 2:10.2, so he's gone quicker now than he did in the practice session. Oh, Tadai's just beat all the times in the practice session, so it's going to be a fluid situation for the next few moments as the times do actually start to come in. There is Campaniella. 10th place at the moment, but it's Kevin Tadai that's got a 2:09.8. That is quicker than anything that we saw in the practice session. Neuwirth has done a 2:10.2, the same as Boothby. Manzenko gets himself up to 4th place and ahead. No, he doesn't. He goes Crook. Goes up to 6th because O'Sullivan and Seminara have just both set times as well. Eric Delfant pops himself up onto the front row provisionally. Neuwirth is back in the pits. Boothby is out and running and hitting some extreme pace at the minute, but so too is Kevin Tadai. So yeah, all the cars running, they're definitely clearing some of the water. Tinko van der Velde was temporarily in 3rd, now down in 15th position. And yeah, got some traffic ahead of him. Samir Foch just behind him in 16th with a 2:10.8, so 1 second separating the top 17, even in these conditions. Polyakov with a 2:11.0, so he's 2 tenths down on 17th. Rushel back to the pits. We'll jump on board with Kevin Tadai though. He is lighting up those timing towers as he comes through Ad Van Bogen. He's got a couple of tenths in his pocket. Boothby is on for a big jump as well here. He's going to be pretty devastated if he doesn't nail pole. He's currently 5 tenths up, which at the minute is going to put him onto pole position, but Kevin Tadai is finding even more time. Campaniella temporarily takes a spot in the front row. Tadai's lost time out the last corner, but he still takes provisional pole position by 2 tenths of a second. And Tobias Grunwald, the fastest man in practice, finds himself now on the front row of the grid. Almost half the time has expired in our opening qualifying session, and Sasha Wassner has popped himself into the top 10. I've just noticed Grunwald's time. He is moving pretty quickly. Good look at how much spray is coming up. This is what the drivers are going to have to be dealing with in the race. Wow, so many puddles to wander their way through. Yeah, they're all trading times up at the top. Campaniella, Boothby, Grunwald and Tadai all going quicker. Lucas Busick, currently in 17th position, is about to cross the line and jump up to 13th. So jumps up 4 places with a 2 tenths improvement. Seminara currently in 14th behind him is a 10th up on his time, but he's only just into the Mercedes arena, although he's now increased that to 2 tenths. Samir Foch as well looking for an improvement. Van der Velde, let's see, O'Sullivan 16th at the minute. Where's Van der Velde gone? Van der Velde in the pits, but he's up to 7th. So he has found more time, 209.9, a lot of drivers in the 209s. A lot of drivers in the 209s. Shale Sullivan, 210.4, but he is finding time as well. So we'll see if no, he's balancing. He's almost got it. Seminaris is coming at the pit, so Sullivan 2/10 up. We take him up to 12th. Oh, more changes up at the top. Stubenrau comes from pretty much no place there. 209.4 to go a second quicker than Today. Still got 6 minutes left as well. That puts Boothby in third. Brenham comes around the last corner. He has got a fair bit of time in his pocket. He is about to join the 209 club and could well go 5th place here. Oh, it's going to be 6th. It is indeed, yep, just ahead of Delphant, who's now 209.8 and in 7th position. Tobias Grunwald, wow. Yeah, we're jumping all over the place here. Shale Sullivan, 6/10 up as well. He is about to jump into the 209 club quite convincingly. So Grunwald is quick there. Louis Fleischer going a lot quicker as well. We're really seeing some times coming in now. Where is he? He's through turn 13. He's 6/10 up. Oh, this is just going to put him into the 209s. Where did Shale Sullivan go? He went second. Shale Sullivan's gone second. That is a lap time. 209.465 to Stevenage 209.422. Fleischer goes 8th. Grunwald threatening pole position. Campaniella certainly in the hunt as well as he's coming through turn number 10. He is actually on pole position pace. I did say at the start this would be a fairly fluid situation. It's certainly proving to be so. Silverio is 3/10 up, so too is Paduano. Paduano's 5/10 up. We've currently got 5 drivers on 2 minute 10.7. Which is incredible, but Paduano looking to make a big leap up the order. If he can bring even half of this time home, he is going to see himself he's going to be separated from the group that he's now bang in the middle of. Oh, and he's found more time. Oh no, he was up and then down and then around, and it's half a second. Oh, that's Campaniella we were on board with there. My apologies, I thought we were on board with someone else. But yeah, that's Campaniella taking pole. Probably a good thing we were watching his lap there. 209.2, Campaniella. Absolutely flying. Neuwirth is improving on his time. And Paduano, Hunt cross the line. There he is there, so he's gone up to 19th. 209.3, so he was in the middle of a group of 5 drivers on 210.7. He's now in the middle of a group of 3 drivers on 210.3. I mean, it's consistent in the middle of a group. I'm not sure it's the type of consistency you particularly want. We've got, let's see, 209.2 for pole position in the wet in the Ginetta around the Nürburgring. Not too shabby. So still the top 16, 17 drivers separated by a second. Claudio Zaza just coming through turn 4, carrying a bit of time at the minute. So too Jan Ruchel. Ruchel looking to separate himself from the group in the 210s as well. 210.7 is a little group, so there's still 4 of them left there, but Ruchel looking to separate himself. A couple of 10s here. That would be good enough for 23rd. Well, we've also got Fabio Zerbin who's going quicker. Van der Velde's now 11th. Stubenrauch is 2nd still. He's been moved to 2nd since Campaniella took pole. Sullivan 3rd today, now 4th place. Boothby in 5th position. Grunwald 6th, Brenham in 7th. Fleischer, Eric Delphant and David Kaloksai round out the top 10. Van der Velde looking to break into the top 10. Another driver. Oh wow, Busick has done a 2 minute 10, exactly 2 minute 10. That's quite impressive. Van der Velde sees himself joining two other drivers on 2 minute 9.9, but he is carrying a bit of time. So too is Zerbin. He is another driver on 2 minute 9.9, just behind Van der Velde at the minute, but with the improvement that he's making, he is aiming for the front row of the grid. Van der Velde's through turn 6. There we go. Right, so let's jump on board with Zerbin. He's 0.5 of a second up. Half a second. Went through Ad Van Bogen. Oh, he's lost a 10 through there. Oh, but Van der Velde is now oh yeah, he's finding more time. Yeah, we'll jump back to Van der Velde in a minute. Zerbin is up and coming at the last corner. Ooh, that's an interesting line. Oh wow, he's just lost 0.9 of a second out that last corner. Wow. He was 0.6 up, he went 0.3 slower. 0.9 lost in one corner. That would have taken him to second place. Yeah, wow. So yeah, second place gone and gone for Zerbin. He's still got time to finish this lap though. And he is 2.10 up. We'll watch Van der Velde come across the line. In fact, where's Delphant? He's coming behind him, so we'll jump onto Delphant next as he's going quicker. Van der Velde, 13th place out of the last corner, across the line. Goes up to 7th after getting overtaken by a couple of other drivers there. Delphant is right behind him though, and he's going to go 4th. He is going to go 4th. Shale Sullivan is taking the lead. Shale Sullivan is not only in pole position, he is going quicker. Boothby in 4th. Grunwald was going quicker. I'm not sure if I think he might have invalidated his lap. Stevenreich is going quicker. Shale Sullivan's got a pole position. Campaniel is watching from the pits. Tobias Grunwald, fastest man in practice, he is going to be watching the rest of the session from the pits. Neuwirth, Gebel, Sinotti, Kronk, Van Rossum and Ruschel all done. But there are still drivers improving, notably Simone Seminara through turn 12, and another driver making a big improvement, and Paduano as well. Where did Paduano go? We'll have a look in a second. Oh no, we're on board. Oh no, Paduano is behind, sorry. He's 7/10 up. He's just gone across the line. Seminara goes across the line. Wow, he gets up to 6th place. So the session, and Paduano, he got himself up to 10th. Sasha Waster's in the pits. A lot of the drivers in. Shale Sullivan is still out looking to firm his grip on the pole position. Stevenreich was up, he's just invalidated. Boothby's still out on track, he's got a bit of his lap to go. Let's see if O'Sullivan can't find any improvement out in the last corner. He's a 10th up, he's looking to do a 2:08.9 here. Oh, now this is going to be less than a 10th of an improvement. 2:09.075. No, doesn't quite improve, so the time he had, he lost. Boothby, what can he do? Oh, he's 3/10 down. Van der Velde is going quicker. Seminar and Tadai with near identical times. Tadai, one-time pole sitter, now finds himself in 8th place. Who else do we have? Tobias Gebel is improving as well. And he pulls into the pits with 2/10 up. Maybe that was an invalidated lap. Lee Fleischer. Yeah, no, looks like we're all done and dusted, and it looks like it is the mighty Janetta of Shea O'Sullivan that's taken the top spot. Let me... yeah, that is quite the starting lineup. Let's see if we can get the results up. Bear with me a moment, that should be on. Okay, slight technical hitch, bear with me Bear with me a moment. Welcome back. It is round number 1 of the CaseKing.de Pro Series Season 18. A long calendar ahead for the drivers. As you can see, 12 rounds. With 2 single make rounds, of course, one this evening in the Ginettas, one in the Porsche Cup cars at Watkins Glen, and 4 double header races where the top 15 will be reversed for race number 2. All the spice being added by the organisers. You absolutely love to see it. We will get ourselves a look at the grid. Oops. He says confidently. There we go, so it is Shea O'Sullivan starting on the front row, 209.075. He'll be joined on the front row by Fabrizio Campanella, very close in behind. With the times, there is Justin Stubenau going to start on row number 2. Everyone in these beautiful Ginettas tonight, and of course Tobias Grunwald managing to qualify 4th position. What a field this is up in the front 2 rows. On row number 3, it will be George Boothby. 255 competition go setup driver, will be joined on row 3 by Eric Del Fant, the Italian job, 209.455 for Eric. Just ahead of Tinko van der Velde with a 209.505. Seminara with a big leap up the table right at the end of qualifying for Gladius there, starting in 8th position. Then it will be Kevin Tadai, had pole for part of the qualifying session, the Visceral driver, and finds himself in 9th on row number 5 with Wilf Paduano. They will be chased into turn number 1 by Sasha Wassner in 11th place. The LFN Esports driver is going to be on row number 6 with Louis Fleischer. Round number 1 for the Veloci Academy driver, 12th position. Austin Brenham for West Competition Racing is going to start in 13th place. He'll be joined on row 7 by Lucas Busak, the Dynamic Motorsports team, mostly noted in Porsches. There is Neuwirth, Aston Martin enjoyer, starting in 15th place, with Nikolai Polyakov starting in 16th for Armamentario. Keep an eye on him throughout the race. It is Pavel Godowski for PS UK Esports. He's going to start in 17th place. And Kaluxi, he drives of course for DRX Esport. He's going to start in 18th place. We've got Fabio Zerbin, another driver with a big leap up the table at the end of qualifying. He's going to start in 19th place on row number 10 with Kirill Kalashnikov. And row number 11 is going to be Sir Fosh himself, Samir Fosh, LFM content creator, starting in 21st place on row 11 with Ilya Manzeko for the Dive Bomb Squad Esports. Diving, certainly an appropriate terminology in these conditions. Tobias Gevel for TZ Racing. He's going to start in 23rd place, and Marcus Fox starting in 24th, racing for the Racing Insights app. Timur Rakhmetov down in 25th place. We'll see him come through the field, I am sure of that. Gladius Competitions, Matteo Sinotti is going to start in 26th place with Alex Knudsen in 27th position. He of course drives for Madcap. He'll be joined on row 14 by Lucas Schneckenberger, the LFM Esports driver, just ahead of Miguel Severio, the international racing team. It's an individual event, but yeah, a lot of these drivers do drive for teams. As you can see, we've got Ebosh represented by Alexander Crook throughout the series. He's going to start in 30th place with Lawrence Van Rossum for the Unicorn Racing team. Love it. In 31st place, Jan Ruschel is going to start in 32nd position. And in 33rd, it's going to be Dustin Herpel. He'll be joined on row 17 by Amit Akaroglu. I knew that one was going to trip me up. In 35th place, it's going to be Tobias Haug for Carbon Motorsport. We'll see how much carbon's left on the cars after this one. Daniel Wilhelms is going to start in 36th position. And last, but by no means least, it will be Claudio Zaza. Oh wow, we're already started. I've gone through too quickly through, not taking. Right, let's just get going with this one. That's caught me out. Shiel Sullivan gets a very, very, very good start indeed. Campanella and Stubenrich also, though, heavy on the brakes into turn at number 1, as you can see behind. They're going to concertina up entirely. Not sure. Oh, we've got a car going right round the outside there. Tobias Grunwald getting it absolutely done through turn number 1, making himself up a couple of positions there, but he's lost one back out to Stubenrich. We've got all kinds of side-by-sides going on in the background. Boothby has survived. They're still battling for the league. Stubenrich has got his nose in front, and Grunwald has got his head ahead, his nose ahead of O'Sullivan as well. That really caught me out. Campanella. Oh, O'Sullivan stationary. O'Sullivan stationary. We'll catch up with the replay of that in a moment, hopefully. Brenham and everyone making up positions there. O'Sullivan is absolutely tumbling down the field so quickly, I absolutely can't catch up. What car number is he? Car number 6. We're going to need to grab that now. Sorry, we're going to go straight to a replay to see what's happened. Is this Shiel Sullivan? No, it's not. Am I good? Right, oh yeah, my apologies. I'm not sure what's happened with the replay there. We've jumped on to the wrong one, unfortunately. And yeah, let's just jump back up to the top of the field. We'll see if we can catch what happened to O'Sullivan. But at the minute, it is Stubenrich leading the way with Grunwald in 2nd place. Campanella now in 3rd. Boothby in 4th. Delphant 5th to die in 6th. Van der Velde holding on to 7th position. Wassner in 8th place. He's made it up 3. That's a good start. Kirill Kalashnikov as well. He has absolutely fired his way through the field. He's up 10 positions, so he avoided what's going on at the start. Shiel Sullivan is in the pits. And I think we have... Oh, so there we go. There's the damage. We've just missed the incident that caused it, unfortunately, but you can see that is a lot of damage. Yeah, that car is completely undrivable. So yeah, Shiel Sullivan has retired to the pits. Yeah, of course it was Shea that took pole position. Campanella was 2nd place. Yeah, he's now down to 3rd. So Stubenrich is leading the way with Grunwald in 2nd. Campanella 3rd. Boothby 4th. And then it is Delphant. We've got plenty of movers and shakers down through the field. Matteo Matteo Sinotti up 9 positions, so good start by him. Brenham is really dueling away. He's down 5. Dustin Herpel as well. He's made it up 10 along with Tobias Haig, but it looks like Haig is carrying a bit of damage there, and we've got Gebel looking to retake a couple of positions. He is pretty close. Schneckenberger, one of only 3 drivers, in fact, to still be running where they started. Wojtek Neuwirth. Oh, that is a battered and bruised Ginetta. He is down from 15th to 35th. That's a long way to go till the end of the race. Daniel Wilhelms has made up positions as well. He's made it up 7. We'll keep an eye on the race leaders. They're still very close. You can see a whole lot of spray, as I mentioned in the qualifying session, coming up on the driver's winds, or coming out the back of the cars and onto the driver's windscreens. I know that he doesn't use window wipers, but yeah, you can see that is just an absolute cloud. When you get into the braking zone, it certainly doesn't get any easier. Certainly, there we go, Campagnella. You can see just how much Boothby's car disappears with the amount it's coming up from the puddles underfoot, and the weather will not be changing over the course of the race. Boothby still very much keeping in touch with the group ahead. So too is Delphant. He's coming at the last corner, and Tadai as well. Up 3 positions for him. Van der Velde, one of the other drivers that is running where they started. Oh, Polyakov tumbling down the order. Oh, and he's completely disappeared out the server. Oh, so Polyakov's been disconnected from the server, unfortunately. Herpel at turn number 1 goes full send there, manages to make it stick, puts a bit of door banging there into the Mercedes arena. Sinotti looking to make hay while the sun definitely isn't shining, and of course we've got Tobias Gebel just behind Tobias Haig as well. He is currently up 12 positions, and he's looking keen to take some more. He is carrying a bit of damage, but you can see with the battle that's going on ahead, he picks one of them off very, very, very easily indeed. That's Gebel behind him now. He's got Fox just ahead coming into turn number 3. Can he affect it? Can he make this one stick? No, he cannot. The two Tobias battling away as Marcus Fox and Dustin Herpel are just ahead. The visibility again very, very poor going into the hairpin. Sorry, chicane hairpin. Oh, it looked like he had to move in on there, but decides to back out with it. He's absolutely no grip offline. Oh, or on those curves. That was somebody running it especially deep there. Stubenrauch is 4/10 up on Grunwald at the minute. These two are starting to break away ever so slightly, even though Campagnella set the fastest lap and is about to go quicker. He's being closed in on handily by Boothby. We've also got Sasha Wassner up 3 positions already, and got Tinko van der Velde still running in lucky number 7 where he started, but that could change given the pace that Wassner is showing at the minute. We're only 7 minutes in. We've lost the pole sitter. He is still in the pits, up absolutely battered and bruised. We've seen Polyakov disconnected from the server. It really has been quite the round so far. Let's see what Wassner can do into turn number 1. He is flashing those lights, signalling that he's going to go for it. That is a big send if he gets it to stick from there. Keeps it on that tight on that inside line. More than enough room left by Van der Velde. He's just stuck to his line. He knows he's going to get a good run into the Mercedes arena. Let's see what we can do on the way out. Grunwald only 3/10 down. To die on Delphant. The battles are absolutely thick and fast right throughout the field. On the way out, Van der Velde. Oh, nice little wiggle on the curves there. Making it look good for the cameras. We've got Delphant and Tadai. They're certainly looking to make it look good for the cameras. And in fact, Boothby, who is catching up with Campagnella, is also being caught up by the 2 cars behind. There is definitely 2 cars back there. There's also a massive cloud of water which prevents us from seeing the second one. Lots of lights flashing. There he is, just tucked in there. We've got, that is Boothby. I meant to go to Grunwald because this is a solid battle for the lead, so we'll stop jumping about for a moment and we'll see how the top 2 are getting on. Oh, Van Rossum looking for the overtake on Knudsen. They made a bit of contact, and how Haug is involved in that one as well. Van Rossen, there we go. Oh, he was looking for the move, couldn't make it stick. I did say we were going to stay. O'Sullivan, yep, so it's O'Sullivan, sorry, he's still in the pits. We know everyone is in the Genetas, so I'll tell you what we'll do. There we go, we'll change it up a bit on the side. Wilfred Duano with the good qualifying session. Down 2 positions on the start though, Godowski and Kalashnikov, the 2 drivers ahead of him, with the combined 16 positional gain in the opening 9 minutes. That is not too bad. So Kalashnikov on average making up just over 1 position per minute. That's a decent start to the race. Duano is the driver that has given him one of those positions. He's looking to retake Godowski's spot in 11th and start his climb back up the field. Manzenko not far behind, he's taken 8 spots as well and finds himself with a nice clear rear view mirror and can fully concentrate on what's going on ahead of him, where Fleischer is the driver he'll be concentrating on. Oh, and Paduano definitely looking quicker than Godowski at this point in time. Completely different lines from the 2 of them, and Paduano is absolutely pushing this to the limit here in these conditions. Yep, you can absolutely hear those puddles. Good exit by Paduano, but it was better by Godowski. I did promise we'd watch the race leaders, and they are only 3/10 apart, so it does seem somewhat justified as we jump on to the bonnet of Team Nitro's Tobias Grunwald. He is looking for the race win. He's needing less overtakes than he thought he would. Schneckenberger with a big yellow flag. Ooh, and that's a bit of damage there for the LFM Esports driver. Although he is going straight for the overtake on Marcus Fox down into Advan Bogan, is that? Oh no, my apologies, it's not. It's down at the hairpin, and he absolutely sails through. Very nice move indeed. Even in that damaged car, I was going to have a look and see. We'll see. Yeah, so that's from way downtown. Wow, so it was full staying that one of the cars actually makes that stick there. Steckenberger. Yeah, I'm very confused. We'll see if it's right at the end of the replay. Yeah, okay. No damage during that one. And there isn't another one listed. So we will crack on with what's on screen, which is Stubenrauch and Grunwald. Still now only 2/10 separating the 2 of them. And you can see with the amount of cars that are running, there is a drier part of the track. It's less shiny. So a bit less standing water there, with the drivers having to leave that part of the track on quite a few instances here. I'm really convinced, real conviction to put those tyres on the AstroTurf. Big puddle right across the track there. Stubenrauch with an incredible start to the race, and it is the 2 of them now very much breaking away. Boothby is still within a second of Campagnel, but he's got Delphant and Tadai very much hunting him down at the minute. We can see Tadai just on the back of this group. Van der Velde still running in 7th place. Wassner not able to get that overtake done as yet. He too still within 3/10 of a second. We've also got Sonotti, who I believe has made up quite a few spots as well. Yeah, 8 so far. He's all over the back of Gebel. Actually, yeah, I believe you should put a mandatory pit stop on. There we go. We'll keep an eye on when everyone is coming in and out of the pits. So, we're on board with Tadai at the minute, and he has still got Delphant and Boothby ahead of him. Boothby is still pretty much keeping pace with Campagnella, but he's going to have to be a bit more defensive minded. He is definitely there, by the way. There you can see the black and red car in the train of whites down as they come through Advan Bogan and up into the NGK chicane. We're only 13 minutes into this one. We've got the mandatory stop to come, and the top 2 still within 4/10. After a big crash at the start for O'Sullivan, hopefully we'll catch it on the replay. I thought that said Goodison Park. Yeah, we'll hopefully catch it on the replay at the end. Oh, Gebel looking for an overtake. He's slightly further down the order. Oh, Silverio. That has not gone well. Oh yeah, now we did see him go for a big move, and this is just before Ad Van Bogen tries to hang it around the outside, bit of door banging. Oh, there's a slow car ahead, and it's ended up 3 wide, and that is what happened. Oh, so we'll have a car slowly rejoining the track there, and that has seen a couple of other cars collected as collateral damage. Let's see what's going on with Knudsen. There we go, couldn't see him for looking. He's just made the move on Zerbin. Zerbin dropping a position there. Knudsen with a very good lap indeed. That puts him up 8 spots, and Zerbin now down 1 on where he started. He is carrying a bit of damage, and he's got Gebel behind him as well. That looks like another position change there. Kruk on Herpel is absolutely still on, and so too the race leaders. Boothby now has separated himself ever so slightly from Delphant, 7/10 of a second. But he is now very much closer to Campanella, with Tadai still hanging on to the back. Van der Velde has still managed to fend off the advances of Sasha Wassner. Godowski, let's jump up to 14th, because that looks like another position swap there. Manzinko up to 13th. So another driver on an incredible start. Kalashnikov, double figures into the top 10. Not too bad at all. Grunwald still eyeing up, trying to find an opportunity, a way to sneak past Stubenreich. He's not managed it so far. We are now 7 laps in. Let's see what he can do on this lap. We've got Delphant and Boothby now within 3/10. It really is just ping-ponging between these 4 drivers just at the back of the podium. So it's a 4-way battle for the podium, but for the top spot we've got Grunwald trying to go round the outside. Is he opening up for the cutback? No, he is just trying to go round the outside, take the inside line on the way into the Mercedes arena. He's not going to make that one stick. It does in fact lose a bit of time there. The drivers behind very much of the same, oh sorry, not of the same ilk. They've gone nose to tail straight in. Let's see what Waster can do. Nothing into the Mercedes arena at this point. Fleischer is looking quick behind Paduano. That could be a battle that goes on for quite some time, and Herpel comes into the pits. He did take a bit of a knock, and in fact it was Herpel we saw just slowly rejoin and catch the couple of other drivers off guard. They ended up 3 wide and ping-ponging, so but that is him now into the pits. Let's see what Fleischer is doing with Paduano. They are still close, that visibility, and it's going to keep on amazing neat. We've got Boothby, Delphant and Tadai, with Wassner and Van der Velde still all fully entrenched in the rain here for round number 1. Up through the Schumacher S, so close. I tell you, Van der Velde, he will be more than happy at closing in on the group ahead. Boothby now really putting the pressure on Campanella. Stubenreich now with 8/10. Back to Grunwald, so that's the biggest gap that we've seen. So that mistake into the Mercedes arena has cost Grunwald a fair chunk of time, comparatively speaking. It's double the gap that it was previously. So yeah, safe to say that's been a costly one. We're on the rear spoiler of Campanella. That is Boothby looming ever larger behind them, with Delphant and Tadai tucked in there very nicely indeed. And Van der Velde has found 3/10 of a second on this group on the last lap. Wassner will be an extremely excited driver. He really is going to have his pick of the overtakes. If any of these drivers ahead, go for it. Just as I was talking about Grunwald, the gap doubling, he's halved it again. Oh, and Boothby's almost gone into the back of him there. He was so much better on the brakes. Absolute precision there to get within 1/10 of Campanella. And he's brought Delphant with him. Van der Velde down to second, Wassner within 3/10. Still, he is absolutely hanging on there. And I tell you what, Boothby certainly doing a better job on that last lap. He was just over a tenth and a half quicker than Campagnella, and that really showed into turn number 1. That concertina though, Boothby almost having to pull over to the right to avoid contact. So close, I wonder how close he thought it was. Never in doubt. We will certainly find out if he makes it onto the podium. It's a 4-way battle for the podium at the minute, and Boothby is not the driver I was looking to jump onto, it was Tadai. Oh, we've got some penalties coming in. Stop, go, 10 seconds for causing a collision. For car number 6, that's O'Sullivan. Yeah, we'll let me know if the penalties are coming up on screen. Welcome to everyone in the chat as well. Apologies, I've barely looked at the chat since we started. There is a lot going on. The joint chat, of course, this evening. Once again with the German channel. Both showing, and we've got YouTube out there as well. If you're watching on YouTube, say hello, let us know who you are cheering on. Just checking some of it there, a few bits of information flying about. Lee Fleischer, oh, he's going for it, that's far too deep, you're never going to make that work, and he's overtaken off track there. I think he's going to have to give that position back, and whether he wants to or not, it's going to be taken. Paduano is going to go up the inside, and here comes Manzenko. He's already got form for plenty of overtakes, and Kalashnikov ahead looking for an overtake as well. Will we see something from Kalashnikov? He is looking to make up even more places, doesn't get it done into turn 1. Oh no, does he? Look down at Manzenko's name, and he does indeed. Kalashnikov does indeed get that one done as the pit window opens. As Paduano is stationary and starts losing positions. Car 23, let's check on what happened there. The pit window did just open as that was happening. So into turn number 1, Paduano. Oh, sees the car go for it up the inside. Oh. Absolutely barreling in there. I don't imagine there will be much love lost with Paduano, the driver that just collected him there. Oh, Tadai's got past Delphant. So there has been an overtake in the top 5, and it is Kevin Tadai finding himself up a position at the expense of Eric Delphant. So that's Delphant back down to where he started in 6th. And yeah, Tingo van der Velde will certainly be buoyed by that little turn of events. We've got Boothby within 4/10 of Campagnella, and Tadai is in fact now almost a second down, over a second down. So yeah, Delphant was definitely losing time there. 1.3 they've got to make up. Ooh, we've got Manzenko with another yellow flag. There's been a bit more door banging between Manzenko and Godowski. Godowski really struggling on the curves as much as I am with his name in a minute. Ooh, that was a big wiggle from Manzenko as well. Sasha Wassner's coming at the pits from 8th place. So that is Wassner in the pits as we watch these drivers. They've come past the pit entrance as Manzenko, Fleischer and Godowski. Paduano, as we see just there we go at the back of this group. After that bit of contact, Stubernick has stayed out and Grunwald has stayed right behind him. Campagnella still holding on to 3rd, but only just at the minute as Boothby, I was about to say, has got less to concentrate on behind him, but Tadai has closed that 1.3 seconds down very quickly indeed. Fleischer and Manzenko, you can see how close the field is. Wassner quickly dropping outside the top 25 while he's in the pits. We've still got 33 cars out and running. We've had a couple of cars disconnect from the server, unfortunately. The rain absolutely piling down on the drivers, and again it will continue to do so for the entirety of the race. Oh, bit of a yellow flag up front with Today. Oh, Delphin's facing the wrong way. So let's see what's happened here. We got a good run out with the hairpin, that is for sure. Sends the car up the inside into the shoe mat. Oh no, downhill, sorry. This is down at the hairpin. Oh! Yeah, that is a bit clumsy on the brakes there, and Delphin, he's now finding himself down in 7th place. Grunwald still chasing the race leader. Let's see if either of them come into the pits on this lap. No, wow, Stubenreich right on those outside curb. The car absolute full sideways there. Manages to hold on to it, just like Boothby holding on to Campanella. They've got the gap back to a second and a half. Manzenko dropping down the order. So he's lost a couple of positions there. I think he took a bit of a bump on the way up to turn 11 down through Advan Bogan. He's lost the spot there. Paduano back up to 11th. Grunwald still chasing down the race leader as Brenham comes in to the pits. Wassner back out of the pits in 30th position. Herpel and Ruschel have both joined them in the pits. Wassner with a sub 30-second pit stop, which is pretty quick, all things considered. Now we're still watching Grunwald. Brenham, as you can see, dropping down the order in the pits. Koloksi, Paduano and Manzenko, both with penalties, I think. Oh, they're absolutely duelling it out side by side. Just as we jump on board, they separate themselves out a bit. And they've swapped positions again. Paduano back up to 11th. Koloksi at the back of this group. Sinotti not too far down. He can certainly catch up, and Koloksi is absolutely moving at the minute compared to these three that are dueling ahead of him. Gudowski not scared of a full send overtake attempt, and he is going to have to be on the ball if he's going to fend off Koloksi at the minute. Grunwald and Stubenreich, that's now 8 tenths there. Boothby and Campanella. Still only 4 tenths separating them, so we'll see who comes into the pits first. We've still got 14 minutes. So even around a long 2-minute lap like this, they've still got 5 laps before they need to pit. Let's face it, it's not like they need the new tyres. Track temperature's been exactly the same, wind has been the same, rainfall has been the same. The track hasn't lost a bit of water with the car. You would think that it's going to lose a bit on the popular parts of the track with the wets extricating the water through the various channels on the side of the tyres. But certainly you wouldn't reckon it's going to be enough to make any kind of difference. We've got 33 minutes left. We've got Boothby and Grunwald both looking to get themselves up on the podium. Oh, sorry, Grunwald's on the podium. Boothby would like to get there as Koloksi comes into the pits. Boothby within a tenth. He really is putting the pressure on at the minute. And Stubenreich, actually, I've just realised there, he's taking the fastest lap, 209.160. So, good start for him. He is still fending off Grunwald. He's now 8 tenths down. Did he pass another car there? Nope. So, Boothby, 4 tenths. And he is a fair bit quicker than Campanella lap on lap at the minute. He was 3 tenths quicker on that previous lap there. Well, Krug and Schneckenberger, Zerben and Van Rossen have just swapped positions quite drastically there, in fact. Koloksi losing the position to Zaza. Koloksi tumbling down the order, in fact. Oh, he's in the pits. So Koloksi's come into the pits, so yeah, quite a few drivers will overtake him. Boothby still 3 tenths. We'll see which one of these two comes into the pits first. Going for the undercut. I don't imagine it'll be too strong around here. Krok and Schneckenberger, they're still battling for 21st place. Ruschel, Busak, Herpel, Brenham and now Koloksi join Wassner, having taken their mandatory pit stops. Although for some reason that's not come off his total. Ah. Because I didn't change that. Let me see. No, he's still subterranean. Yeah, for some reason the pit count isn't working. Yeah, now Wassner is definitely taking his pits. Has worked for the rest of the drivers. Very strange. Very strange. Manzenko comes in to the... Oh, Grunwald's ahead. Grunwald is ahead. Let's see if we can catch this. Yeah, so this is Stubenrauch in the lead. This is towards the NGK chicane. Grunwald's got an exclamation mark. Ooh, that is wild on the way into the final chicane, and it's oh no, it's not cost him on the way out, in fact. Grunwald, wow, nice and neat through the final corner. So has he got this done in the turn at number 1? I don't think we're going to get to see the overtake. Yeah, I think he's just got this done at the turn number 1. It's jumped back on, and Stubenrauch's back in the lead. Stubenrauch is back in the lead. Grunwald back into second place. Oh, and Stubenrauch is off into the gravel. Stubenrauch is off into the gravel. Oh, we're still on the replay cam, apologies. Oh wow, so he went full-blooded. That's how he got the position back then. He took it through... Oh, he's had two big wiggles there. Oh, and he's out on the grass. Yeah, that is coming together. I don't envy the steer's position on that one. With Stubenrauch back out and running. Not too much damage on the car, if any at all. It'll be quite the fright though. Grunwald comes into the pits. Halfway through the race and the pit window, he is coming in. Almost looks like a bit of sunshine there. So we'll see big changes up the top. It's Campagnella then who is taking the lead of the race. Stubenrauch in second with Van der Velde now up to 5th. Godowski is coming in to the pits as well. So we might see some penalties coming through. Let me just see if I can. Yeah, I'm just quickly having a look for the penalties. I think they've hit the channel. Bear with me a moment. Yeah, we'll get an update on that in a moment or two when I get that sent over. We've got Campagnella still leading the way. I can't see. So many screens, there's just never enough space really, is there? Yeah, Campagnella leading the way. Stubenrauch in second place, and he is now in the lead as Campagnella comes into the pits. So Stubenrauch retakes the lead. Boothby has stayed out. Kevin Tadai stayed out as well. Van der Velde has also stayed out. Delphant has come in though. Kalashnikov in 7th place. Sasha Wassner is behind Tobias Grunwald. Grunwald came back out of the pits in 18th position, not too far behind 17th either. That's a lot of the drivers ahead though. They're all now coming in. There is Fleischer and Paduano coming in. A solid stream of cars coming in, and a solid stream of water as well. 6 minutes left, so they've got a couple of laps left before they have to come in. We'll see where Campaniella comes back out. He is now moving. Oops. Oh, and Grunwald's behind him. Wow, the undercut failing massively spectacularly, and Grunwald is behind Campaniella. Wow. Oh, Campaniella had a much quicker pit stop. I don't think he changed tyres. Or Grunwald had a 5-second penalty. I can't see the penalty chart. Grunwald might have maybe had a penalty. Yeah, Grunwald's pit stop, 32.2 seconds. Campaniella, 27.2. So yeah, 5-second difference, exactly. So I wonder. Stephen Reich has stayed out for another lap. Boothby is closing in handily on him. So yeah, going long, proving to be the strat at the minute. Kalashnikov comes into the pits, followed by, very closely, by Seminara. Rakhmatov's is coming through. Advan Bogan. Brenham is out the pits and on the charge. He's looking for another overtake again on Godowski. That's naughty. That's Koloxby. Yes, so sorry, Koloxby involved in this as well. So they've come back at the pits right on top of one another. Let battle commence once again. Stubenrich's clocked the fastest lap of the race as well with that 209.2. He is still out. Zervin, Schneckenberger, Silverio and Seminara in the pits. In fact, we saw Seminara coming in already. A few of the drivers making their way back up to where they were. Bear with me a moment. Apologies. Quick pit stop for the comms team. Back in a second. We are back. It's the CaseKing.de Pro Series. It's round number 1. It is the Nürburgring. We've got the drivers all in the Ginetta GT4 in the rain, and it really has been raining. The track still sitting at wet, incredibly. And we are coming to an end of the pit stop phase. George Boothby is the driver leading the race after Stubenrauch came in, so we'll see where he is compared to Grunwald, who is still a second down on Campaniella. Campaniella really getting it done in the pit stop. as Kalashnikov with the yellow flag. He's dropped down order. He made up some places. We'll see exactly how his progress has been. We've actually had another driver disconnect from the server as well. Oh, it's Kalashnikov just sloppily making his way. Oh, that is not the way to do it. Kalashnikov coming in for a second pit stop, and on the way in, oh, fight himself in the wall. That is a whole lot of damage. So what do we know? Boothby in the lead, Tadai in second, Van der Velde joining them. Sasha Wasner has taken his pit stop. I'm not sure why it's saying he hasn't. And not only is Grunwald losing time to Campagnella, Campagnella is absolutely gaining time on Stubenreich, who is back out in the lead of the race. In the net lead of the race. There's Boothby coming in to the pits. Van der Velde then will get a lead lap as Kevin Tadai oh, what's going on there? Wow, Van der Velde. He's just absolutely... that's slightly bizarre. Let's jump onto a replay. Kevin Tadai, I think, is disconnected from the server. Okay, that's very, very, very strange from Van der Velde. Not sure if that's some kind of equipment failure or what's going on there. If anyone has any ideas what's going on there with Tinko Van der Velde, please feel free to pop that in one of the chats. That is incredible. Justin Stubenreich is still in the lead, is back in the lead of the race with Campagnella in second, Grunwald in third place, Wasner up to fourth position. It's been a great race from him. 6 spots he's made up so far. And he is still running. Van der Velde stationary lead. Fleischer goes past Paduano up to 10th. Manzenko takes 11th as Van der Velde still stationary in the pits. Of course, he's returned to the garage. He's going to have to wait a couple of minutes, even if he can move again. But I'm going to bet that oh, Boothby has taken his pit as well for some reason. That hasn't shown. Oh, Tadai is there. There's Kevin Tadai. My apologies, Kevin. I could not see you for looking. But he's taking his pit stop as well. So what we'll do, we'll take that off. There we go. Because everyone has been in and out. We've got the top 3 very close indeed. Campagnella. Oh, Campagnella's in 4th. Boothby is in 2nd place. Wow, I've really missed that one there. Boothby's come back out of the pits. He's in 2nd place ahead of Grunwald. Campagnella in 4th now. Wasner in 5th position. Brenham looking for an overtake on Knudsen. I must have been sleeping at the wheel to miss that one. Brenham certainly not sleeping at the wheel. Knudsen is his intended target at the minute. You see the group ahead. Very close indeed, but it is even closer between these two through the Schumacher. Oh, there's a bit of contact on the way out of the corner there. He really did have a whole lot of momentum there over the car ahead, but makes contact. Going through turn 10, both of them hanging on to the very edge of any kind of semblance of grip that they've got out on track down towards Advan Bogan. It is Knudsen being chased by Brenham. As you can see, yep, the further away they get, the less you can see them because of the spray. Now, you can definitely see the spray being kicked up from the cars ahead. Can't quite see them themselves. There they are, through the final chicane. All the bravery, all the steering input. Into the last corner they go. So these 5 still dueling away for positions well inside the top 20. The podium battles are coming absolutely thick and fast. Grunwald looking to close up on Boothby now to get himself back to 2nd place. Boothby running in Yeah, so he's up 3 on where he started. Campanella down to 4th position, and I think Wassner is closing on him. Yeah, he was exactly a second quicker on that previous lap there when Campanella had a bit of a spin, I think. No, just a slow lap, not sure what went on there. We'll jump back on board with Grunwald and see what he can do in his charge for a better podium position. Boothby spent the whole of the first half of the race chasing down 3rd place. He's now being chased by 3rd place while hunting down his teammate in the lead. Oh no, Stubenrig's LFM, isn't he? My apologies. Stubenrig is in fact LFM. There is Grunwald's front right wheel that we are looking for. Any takers on Van der Velde? Oh, he missed the pit window. Ah, okay. That shows you how much attention I've been paying. Right, yeah, thank you very much, Harry Goswell. Welcome in. Wow. Yeah, that is a sore one. Misses the pit window, and that is him. Done for the race. Himself and Shale Sullivan, of course, the driver that took pole position. Got collected in turn 1, which unfortunately we missed. We did see the aftermath. There was so much damage on that car, there's no way that he could have continued on, to be fair. I suppose, yeah, I mean, to try and finish a lap with that much damage to get the car repaired, it's an uphill struggle to say the least to get the lap and just be a rolling roadblock. Kaloxere is looking for an overtake still on Gudowski. We've got Brenham and Knudsen still dueling it out, and Silverio as well, as we see him try and go around the outside into turn number 1. Oh, and he's almost gone at the back of him there, Sonotti, and that's opened him up to the Knudsen and Brenham fight. They are going to be very happy as Kaloxere does get the move done. I missed that one there. Watching the cars behind, yeah, Kaloxere did get the move done on Gudowski then. Knudsen and Brenham, they've stayed as you were, similar liveries. That's what's caught us out. Tobias Gebel trying to catch up to the back of them. He's got 5 seconds to make up. We've got a quick look at Silverio and Zaza. We know that Silverio not shy of an overtake attempt. And Zaza will be more than happy to engage here. 11 places Zaza's made up since the start. From last place up, from 36th position, so the penultimate starting spot, now up to 25th, which is a pretty good race, I'm sure you'll agree. Van Rossum, he's just coming through the Dunlop curve. He is closing in still on Zerbin, another driver who's had a good race, up two spots. Running in 19th. We need to check on the race leader zone, see how close they are. Stubenrich now 1.3 seconds ahead, and Grunwald looking very quick. Goes to the outside. Boothby goes to defend. He's gone for the send up the inside. Is Boothby going to manage to get the cut back here in the Mercedes Arena? He does indeed. Grunwald runs ever so slightly deep, and that is Boothby holding on to the position. He definitely saw that move coming, left more than enough room. Yep, if you want to go for it, go for it. I'll just nail the old cut back, the old switcheroo. And he does so, but he now really knows he's got a battle on his hands. As if he didn't already, with it being Tobias behind him. Sasha Wassner looking to make more improvements. Already up 6 spots to 5th place. Manzenko and Rakhmetov up 13 positions. Himself and Tobias Haig, so great race those two have had, but certainly at the minute Wassner looking to break into the top 5, get himself up to 4th place. Campanella has dropped a couple of positions since coming out with the pits, and he had a really good pit stop as well to get ahead of Grunwald. In fact, I'll see. No sign of the penalties at the moment. We'll see if I can get an update on that before the end of the race. But Wassner, oh, Grunwald and Boothby, still 3/10 of a second there. Steuben, I can tell you, he's absolutely nailed this one with his pit stop to get out ahead of his closest rivals. And he's left them battling, and Grunwald and Boothby are absolutely battling. This is Wassner that we're on board with at the moment, though. He's chasing down Campagnella, long-time podium protagonist, and now finds himself battling to hang on to 4th place. Perfect work on the accelerator and the brake by both drivers to keep this nice and neat into that final chicane. The Coca-Cola curve, the drivers are going to need a lot more than a Coca-Cola after this race, as we can see Grunwald once again eyeing up a move into the first corner. Let's see if he comes up with a different strategy this time. He's got the inside line, he's way later on the brakes, and you're going to see Boothby not quite be able to get it done this time. That's a very good move then by Grunwald, went absolute full send up the inside and made it stick very nicely indeed. We'll get a look at this. Oh, this is a fair bit back actually, apologies. I don't think we're going to get to see the overtake. Even more reason I need to get my finger out and get this second PC built. But this is how close the two of them were into the final chicane. Grunwald really climbing into the back seat of the Ginetta and gets another good run through that final chicane. He really is fully committed on the accelerator over those curves. Perfect position out the last corner as well, absolute nose to tail, and Boothby at this point is going to be fully aware of what was coming. Well, that is Grunwald back up to 2nd place. He's got 1.8 seconds to make up to catch up to Steuben. Now, can he close it down in the closing 10 minutes? This is Campagnella's rear spoiler. He has still got Wassner behind him. Steuben, Grunwald and Boothby on the podium at the minute. Campagnella, who were on board, in 4th. Whoa, that sounded like a big old splash in a puddle, and that looks like a Sasha Wassner trying to go around the outside into turn number 10, doesn't make that one stick. He is looking for this one though. Tadai's in 6th with Delphant in 7th, Seminara in 8th, and Fleischer in 9th place. Will Paduano rounding out the top 10. Manzenko, he's gotten himself up to 11th position. He's made up 11. As we are still watching Sasha Wassner try to find a way past, he signals his intent into the final chicane. Nothing coming there, and yeah, they're going to have to get their finger out actually, because that's Kevin Tadai and Eric Delphant we can see looming through the mist in the background. This is going to be quite a battle for 4th place. Where did we get to on the rundown? Manzenko and Rakhmetov 11th and 12th at the minute. Kolokswy and Godowski 13th and 14th. Knudsen and Sinotti 15th and 16th into turn 1, nothing doing for Wassner at the minute. Sinotti and Knudsen could trade places pretty soon as well. Brenham, Gebel, Zerbin and Van Rossen all inside the top 20, with Marcus Fox currently in 21st place. We've got Howe, Kraut, Schneckenberger, Silverio and Zaza still out on track. Zaza 26 with Busick in 27th. Rochelle up to 28th place with Wilhelms up 8 positions to 29th at the minute. Dustin Herpel and Bontek Neuwirth down 16 on where he started after a tough start for the race, and Kaleshnikov as well down into 32nd after that second trip into the pits, which saw him go absolutely full tilt into the pit entry wall and put more than just a bit of a dent in his little Ginetta's aerodynamics. Ooh, and into the Dunlop curve again. Look how much quicker Sasha Wassner looks at the minute. Grunwald's looking quicker than Boothby. He's got the gap up to a second, and Steuben is more than matching pace with Grunwald. In fact, it's just gone 2/10 in the favour of Grunwald, as I say that, obviously. But certainly looking good for Steuben at the minute after that early coming together. Knudsen still 3/10 down on Godowski, same as the battle that we're watching at the minute. We can see Tadai and Eric Delphant not too far behind. Safe to say that Tadai is the closer of these two. But in these conditions, this is more than close enough to get yourself a fortuitous overtake should the drivers ahead have even the slightest lapse in concentration. So much grass under the tyre there. It never ceases to amaze me the way these drivers manage to get these cars over the curbs. They must have absolute wrists of steel on their steering wheels. Let's see how Sasha Wassner gets on this time around. The LFN Esports driver still looking for 4th place. He's gone for a big send round the outside into turn number 1. Is he going to be able to carry the momentum as we've seen so far in this race? It's not the easiest way to get the overtake done through there, and in fact that's brought Kevin Tadai, who qualified well ahead of Wassner, right back under his rear spoiler. Oh, he's going for it on the exit to the Mercedes chicane, instantly going for the move as he caught up there, and he's trying to shoulder barge his way through, giving it the full ice hockey treatment there. Tadai really does want that spot. Not quite going to get it done into turn number 5, but he properly went for it there. Definitely a bit of contact between the two drivers. Paduano and Manzenko both having yellow flags there. Sonotti right on the back. Oh, never mind on the back. He's got the move done. He has been chasing Godowski, and Godowski's going to retake the position in the Mercedes arena. We're on board with Sonotti. Godowski, there he is, up the inside. Is he going to hold on to this on the way out of the Mercedes arena from this position? You would think he will. Yep, he should indeed, as long as he can all find some kind of grip there. Knudsen ahead. He'll be watching this battle very happily indeed. The more they two fight, the more they leave him alone at the minute to die. Not leaving Wassner alone. I really am galloping tonight, apologies. But Wassner is still chasing Campagnella. Boothby, wow, Boothby's back to within 3/10 of Grunwald. Oh, he's more than within 3/10 of a second. They're heading down towards Ad Van Bogen, and Boothby could look for someone into the final chicane, although at this stage of the race, I really doubt he's going to try anything overly risky or anything even remotely risky. Let's face it, you do not want to be giving up a podium position. Just see if you can pressure a I was going to say, see if you can pressure a mistake out of your opponent. Easier said than done when it's Tobias Grunwald ahead. But going into turn number 1, he's giving Grunwald a taste of his own medicine here, or is he? He's not quite quick enough. He still could go full send here. Oh, the two of them exactly the same time on the brakes. Boothby holding his line very nicely indeed, as both drivers do. Stubenreich 1.8 seconds up the road. Wassner, I'm just looking to see. Nothing registering as an incident for Grunwald. So he has just lost a bit of time. And his car is looking very loose indeed. Although I say very loose indeed, that's what I think the definition of, the very definition of an esports setup. Yeah, just having a look in the chat. Of course, it is the Case King Pro. The winner of this series will win a Simucube Actipedal. One of the new all singing, all dancing, absolutely incredible pieces of kit. So yeah, I'd imagine we will see a strong turnout over the season. Huge thanks again to CaseKing.de. Make sure you get yourself over there and support them. We've got the Mazda CRP2 pedals for third, and the next level racing rig for second, and the Simucube pedals bundle. One Simucube pedals bundle with Active Pedal Pro. Oh, it's 2 pedals. My apologies, it is the Simucube pedals bundle. So that will be Simucube Active Pedal Pro and Accelerator Pedal with base plate and link hub. So it's 1 active pedal and 1 accelerator pedal. The accelerator does look a nice bit of kit as well, it has to be said. Yeah, that is what's up for grabs, but that is a long way away at the moment. Oh, Louis Fleischer looking quick, with Seminara looking damaged, so you think Fleischer's going to get this one done sooner rather than later. Boothby and Grunwald now a second apart. Oh, and there's less than a second separating these two. Fleischer out of the last corner, pops it up that inside line. He is going to, well, he's got the less damaged car. He's going to have the lead before they even get to turn number 1, and before I can even finish that sentence. Let's see if Seminara tries his luck. No, he does not. That's Race IQ 200 there. Let's see how Wasner gets on. We've got 1:49 left. That's almost an hour of racing that we've done. 26 laps around the Nürburgring for round number 1, and it is Stephen Rauch, long-time race leader, after Shea O'Sullivan, our pole sitter, found his way out of the race after 3 corners. So no doubt this will be one of his drop rounds. Wasner still hunting down Campagnella. Stephen Rauch still hunting down all the honours. He's got the fastest lap under his belt. He's got the race lead by a second. In fact, there's equilibrious gaps of a second between Stephen Rauch and Grunwald and Boothby. And it is absolutely hovering there. We're going to keep watching the spray kicked up from Campagnella as Wasner once again chases him down through Advan Bogan. It's almost like synchronized. You could easily call this synchronized swimming. The way the drivers are driving so synchronistically through the course, and never mind that, let's watch what's happening up at the front, and it is Stephen Rauch versus Grunwald, second out, round 72, round 27 we'll say, because that's how many laps I've done. So we're about to start lap 28, and this could well be the last lap of the race. It will be. The leader is on the final lap, and there's 2:10 separating them. Boothby now 1.3 seconds down, and we know that Tobias Grunwald loves a turn 1 overtake. He's taking the outside line. They're going to be heavy on the brakes. Stephen Rauch moves over. They've made contact into the first corner, and that's compromised both of their exit speeds, and here comes Boothby. Is Boothby about to take a race win here on the last lap? Campagnella and Wasner temporarily traded positions there, but it is Campagnella who's back ahead. We're going to stay on board with the three-way battle for the lead. There's only 7/10 of a second separating the top 3. Can we see Boothby in the side mirror? No, we can't, so we'll go for an aerial shot to make sure we'll capture all the action. Stephen Rauch with the rear view mirror that looks full of championship contenders. The 3 podium protagonists are absolutely bringing the thunder to the rainy German track at the minute, down into the hairpin. Oh, Wasner's dropped down past Padai. Wasner is dropping down the order. He's had an incident. We'll try and get a replay after the race is concluded, because we're not going to take our eyes off this battle for the race win here. Round number 1, hotly contested in the rain. Who is going to be left singing in the rain though? Is it going to be Stephen Rauch? Is it going to be Grunwald? Is it going to be Boothby? Stephen Rauch is the quickest driver on track with 209.4. Grunwald and Boothby though have both done 209.5s. In fact, sorry, Stephen Rauch with a 209.2 in his first stint, 209.4 in his second stint. So he is looking to bring home the fastest lap points. He's looking to bring home the race win. They're into the lowest part of the track. They now ascend towards the NGK chicane. Will we see ascend from any of the drivers behind? Boothby's backed right out with this one. He is looking to just bring home the podium or pick up any positions made by mistakes. They're almost going to go side by side out of the last corners. Grunwald compromised his exit, going for the overtake. He has not. It is Justin Stephen Rauch took the lead of the race out of the Mercedes arena, and Grunwald bounces it into the wall. But congratulations to LFM Esports. Justin Stephen Rauch wins round number 1 of the CaseKing.de Pro Series here at the Nürburgring in the Ginettas. There is Grunwald finishing in second place. We've got confirmation on the penalties as well. Boothby in third. Campagnella did fend off Wasner. Tadai got 5th place. Delphant got 6th. Wasner crossed the line in 7th. It was Fleischer who took 8th place ahead of Seminara. Then it is Manzenko up 12 positions for Ilya Manzenko, the biggest improvement in the top 10. Paduano down 1 into 11th. Rakhmetov with a 13th place improvement, much like Knudsen in 14th place. Koloksway separating the 2 drivers with those double figure improvements. Sinotti is going to finish in 15th, with Godowski in 16th place. Brenham in 17th. Gebel and Zerbin crossing the line. A close gaggle of cars with Fox, Van Rossum, Haug, Krauk, Silverio all crossing the line. Here comes Schneckenberger now to take the checkered flag as well. That's Silverio, sorry. There is Schneckenberger. Ooh, and he's looking lively out of the last corner. There we go, having all the fun of the fair. Sliding sideways in the rain, Zaza in 26, Busak just behind Zaza, in fact. So Zaza just holding on to the position from a battered and bruised Busak, down 13 places on where he started. Rochelle and Herpel 28th and 29th. Neuwirth and Kalashnikov already given the checkered flag, but it is Justin Stubenreich who has taken a phenomenally well-deserved win. I'm sure we're going to have some... yeah, we'll see the drivers in the interview box, I'm sure. Whoops. That was the wrong button, I'm not going to lie. Yeah, I will bring up a replay in the meantime. There we go, but can confirm, Stubenreich, Grunwald and Boothby all on the podium. An absolutely incredible race which saw a pole sitter out after the second corner. And they have all already jumped in, so let me do this. So yeah, without further ado, let's get on with the interviews. First, joining me in the box this evening, it is everyone's favourite jungle monkey. It is Mr. UCOG himself, Mr. Boothby. That was quite the race this evening. You spent the first half of the race chasing down third place, and in the second stint, the race win was absolutely on the cards. How was that one for you?
Yeah, that was a really fun race. I didn't expect it to be that chaotic, because I don't think any of us practiced the rain. So when it hit, it was just complete chaos. But yeah, quali, I sort of stuffed it up a bit. I should have been P2. Like, I made such a huge mistake on my lap, so I was really annoyed about that. But, you know, race, anything can happen. And unfortunately, the first stint, I was just stuck. I could not find a way around. I don't know if it was on like a lower wing setup or what, but I just could not get through on Campanella. And then we made sure to go high fuel in case this happened. So I was able to run it past and go for the overcut, and that helped perfectly. Like, just got the overcut. And then from there, I tried chasing down Justin for the win, my teammate. We had very similar pace. And then I had Grunwald all over me, and he had fresh tires, so he got through quite easily. And then he started making mistakes, and I don't know why. I thought he was going to close it on P1, but he was just struggling a bit. And I think that's just the nature of this race. It's very easy to sort of get out of a rhythm. They started fighting on the last lap, and that meant maybe I could sniff something, but I think it was a little bit too late. Maybe if Grunwald closed up a bit sooner. But yeah, a P2 after penalties, I'll take that. That's a great opener.
It really is. And talking of great openers, the Ginetta to start the season. It's a driver's delight, this little car. How was it in the rain?
It was actually really fun. I think it was more fun in the wet than it was in the dry. So I think that was a very good, but luckily the whole thing was wet. Yeah, I think it was definitely a bit more fun and a bit more challenging and less all our sweaty practice, I guess, what didn't count for anything, so it made it really fun, and you had to adapt or lose. So yeah, really enjoyed it, and yeah, a P1-2 for our team to start out. Like I say, you can't ask for much better. So yeah, I'm looking forward to the next round.
Indeed, yeah, and we've got a couple of double headers coming up as well. Nice format for this season ahead, and yeah, there's going to need to be plenty of practice coming in, especially with the top 15 reverse grids coming up this season.
Yeah, I love this format. I think it's going to make for some great racing. Still haven't decided on my car yet, but yeah, I think it's going to be fantastic, and it's going to really mix things up, and people who usually just drive away, they're going to have a little bit more than they bargained for in the second race, and yeah, it's going to be a lot more skills on show, and I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, well, I can tell you as the commentator and broadcaster, I absolutely cannot wait. I love watching you all out there driving. I wish I had a modicum of the talent. But George, congratulations again. Surviving an interview with TTS going well. Good evening to everyone in George's chat. Hope you're all doing well and can actually hear what's going on. And I wish I was Man v Beard. But George, congratulations once again on a podium, a hard-fought race, a well-deserved podium, and we will see you next time out at our beloved Bathurst.
Thank you so much, guys. Appreciate it. Cheers.
There we go then, Mr. UCOG Monkey, of course, George Boothby, making his way onto the podium after an absolutely solid outing in the rain. And speaking of solid outings in the rain, Mr. Justin Stubenweg joins us in the studio after a hard-fought and well-deserved race win. Congratulations, Justin. How was that one for you on the heart rate? Is Justin on mute? He is trying to get his microphone working. I can't seem to hear him at the minute. I'm not sure if it's... So he's not muted in Discord. I'm wondering if he's maybe muted on his headset. Hello, Justin? Hello, hello. Tell you what, let me just try and pop you in here and then bring you back in.
Is it now working?
There we go. Hello, hello, hello. How are you, Justin?
Sorry. Yeah, first of all, thank you for your congratulations. It was a pretty exhausting one, to be honest, because having a driver like Tobias behind you all race is definitely pressure, I can tell you that much. Yeah. Apart from that, was pretty nasty race, to be honest, because we didn't do any wet laps at all, so it was basically learning on the fly, but I guess it turned out well.
Yeah, it turned out not too bad. To say the least. Yeah, phenomenal race. And George confirmed that as well. Not much practice in the wet for the driver, so a proper sink or swim experience. Sorry, I'll see myself out. The race start though, of course, Shale Sullivan dropping out with the lead right at the start. Of course, chaos can ensue at the best of times. Nürburgring, Mercedes Arena, add the rain to it. I'm guessing that wasn't the start you were expecting, and to have the lead that early, bit of a surprise?
Yeah, basically it all happened right in front of my eyes, and I was braking a bit later as well for turn 1 and almost missed the braking point as well as shaded. So that turned out pretty well, and I guess I was just a lucky third party in that scenario, because first he was battling with Fabri, who had to go wide, and then he was battling with Tobias, who had to go wide as well, so I just took the chance, took the lead.
Yeah, and as you touched on as well, I mean, you spent a long time in that race with Tobias Grunwald behind you. That is quite the challenge you had there. How much do you enjoy that type of pressure up at the front of the field, or would you much rather just be left alone?
No, that's what I'm racing for, to be honest, because if you're in these type of situations and then have high stakes such as Pro Series, Split 1, then that's ultimately what I enjoy the most, because it keeps you honest and it keeps you at the limit and maybe pushes your limit as well.
Indeed it does, yeah. As I've said before, iron sharpens iron. Can't quite get the results up, so we'll stick with the replay. I was asking George as well, I'll ask you the same couple of questions I asked him. How much fun was the Ginetta in the wet? It is a car that drivers the world over absolutely love. How was she in the wet this evening?
To be honest, I've driven the Ginetta in some GT4 dailies on LFM as well, and I knew the car's giga, but this race was like probably the funnest race I've ever done in Pro Series, apart from, or maybe top 5 funniest races ever. Yeah, Ginetta was a blast to drive. I wish we would have more of this, but unluckily it's back to GT3s.
Yeah, we should have the Ginetta's alternate weeks over the season. We do have another single make coming up with the Porsches. We've also got a few double headers to enjoy. Reverse grid for the top 15. It's going to be a tough season ahead to bring home that phenomenal top prize, Justin. How are you feeling ahead of... What do you think your chances are going into this one?
I don't think I want to try and expect something from myself. All I want to do is just do well each race and then see where I end up in the end. If that makes sense. So I guess I've got a good chance at finishing multiple top 5s or top 10s, but I don't want to put pressure on myself to do that. So I'm fine with the win now and take it as it is.
Indeed, yeah. Well, again, an absolutely incredible win. What a race from a viewer's perspective. The battle up at the front, absolutely struggled to take her eyes off it and battles right through the field. So, yeah, congratulations again, Justin, winner of round number 1 of the CaseKing.de Pro Series here at the Nürburgring. And we'll look forward to seeing you at Bathurst next week.
Yep, thank you. And thank you to all the guys in LFM Esports and especially Dennis or Haunted. And thanks for broadcasting as well.
My absolute pleasure. Free front row seats to the best show in town. Sign me right up. Congratulations, Justin.
Cheers. Enjoy your evening. Bye-bye.
Thank you very much. There we go, ladies and gents. Race fans the world over. Justin Stubenreich, winner of round number 1. I'm just going to very quickly try and bring the results up. I'm not sure. We seem to be having a minor technical issue. I'm not sure why it's not showing. No, definitely not showing. Apologies, not sure why that's not showing, but we will crack on. We'll get a quick look at the trailer before we go on. I'm sure Chris, you raided with the German channel. Good evening to everyone. We'll be queuing up a raid, but I don't think we need any reminder. Justin Stubenreich taking first place. Boothby all finishing in second due to the penalties. While Grunwald finishing in third. It was Campagnella in fourth, with Tadai in fifth, Delfant, Wassner sixth and seventh, Fleischer in 8th, with Seminara in 9th, and Paduano rounding out the top 10. But of course that is only round number 1 of 12 rounds that we've got coming up. 4 double headers and the Porsche Cup single make at Watkins Glen all on the calendar. Of course the drivers vying for that top prize, and it really is a top prize, the Simucube Active Pedal Bundle, and of course the Next Level Racing rig for second, and the Moza CRP2 pedals for third place. So yeah, congratulations once again to everyone on the podium. There is a link to the LFM socials as well. Make sure you jump on that, and a 10% discount for Go Setups. You too could drive like Boothby. Just click on that link. We will be raiding out to someone very shortly, I'm sure. No Tobias Grunwald in the commentary box. But thank you once again to everyone that has tuned in on YouTube and on Twitch. Please do hit the thumbs up, like and subscribe on YouTube, and hit the follow button there on Twitch as well. So much racing is being covered. The MS2, AC, ACC, and of course the race room integration into LFM. All of your racing needs ably covered. So make sure you get signed up and get yourself involved. That is all from me this evening. We will be back again. We'll be back again on Sunday for the ACC Drive Endurance. So make sure you get tuned in for that. Until then, stay safe, take it easy, and have a great rest of your night. Good night.